Fresh from an overnight stay at the convent and with his visit already coloured by a familiar predicament for Gibraltarians, a flight diversion to Malaga, Robin Walker strode into Number 6 with a clear mission: to reassure Gibraltar that it remained a key member of the British family.
And just to return to your point as to the priority that we are giving Gibraltar in these negotiations, I would say it's there in the term of family. You are a key part of the overall UK position in this respect, and we shall certainly give you the priority that merits.
His visit is a clear reflection of the real action that there is behind the pledge that Gibraltar would be fully involved in the process of exiting the European Union. In that process, we've had access to members of the United Kingdom government at the highest level, and we're assured and have every reason to believe that that access will continue in the process of the negotiations to come. And I think that will be very useful in allowing us to continue to put Gibraltar's point of view across once those formal negotiations with the European Union commence.
And with that message came the reassurance that Mr. Walker is already familiar with the themes which worry Gibraltar the most: a fluid and open border and losing access to the European single market.
How confident are you that you'll be able to secure the necessary goodwill from the various parties to ensure continued border fluidity at the Gibraltar-Spain border?
What we need to focus on is the mutual interest in reaching sensible arrangements. And it's very clear that Gibraltar's huge economic success brings enormous benefits to Andalusia and to Spain more generally. Maintaining the functioning of the border is in the interests of both sides in this negotiation. So I have no doubt there will be challenges along the way, but what we want to ensure is that fundamental interest is supported, and that we can continue to support a strong and growing Gibraltar economy, which is of benefit to the entire region. Gibraltar's fast-growing economy has been transformed by financial services, tourism, insurance and commercial port services. And when it comes to financial services, there are strong mechanisms already underpinning Gibraltar's access to the UK market, which are enshrined in UK law. It's our intention to maintain Gibraltar's current access to the UK market in financial services, and we're examining together where we can broaden our economic cooperation and increase market access.
Mr. Walker also confirmed that the UK was exploring how the effect on Gibraltar's loss of access to EU funding could be mitigated. Will there be an element of financial compensation for Gibraltar in terms of the many projects that Gibraltar uses EU funding for, which it will no longer have access to after it leaves the European Union?
Well, it's very important that we recognise that throughout this process and during the negotiations we remain a member of the European Union, and so EU funding where it is available should continue to be available. If there were not those opportunities, and in other areas where EU funding might have been in place, the Treasury has provided some very important guarantees which protect funding up to 2020, and we will of course have to look in the future as to how we finance those things and support those things as an independent United Kingdom. So I think we want to involve Gibraltar in the process of discussing that and make sure that we are working closely with the government of Gibraltar to ensure those long-term needs are met.
This reception, organised by the government at the Garrison Library, is an opportunity for Robin Walker to meet representative organisations, a cross-section of society. And at this reception, he has repeated the assurances made earlier this morning at the press conference that Gibraltar is a key part of the British family.
I want to emphasise my resolute support for the Rock and its people. Gibraltar is a key part of the British family. The United Kingdom deeply values British sovereignty over Gibraltar, and we are committed to promoting the interests of Gibraltar and the wishes of Gibraltarians.
The Chief Minister described Robin Walker, who had campaigned to remain in the European Union, as a friend of Gibraltar, and said his visit was a sign of the UK's real commitment to ensure the Rock is fully engaged in the Brexit process. He also thanked him for, once again, reiterating the UK's double-lock commitment to never enter into discussions on sovereignty with which Gibraltarians are not content.